My long-awaited book, Astrology Realized, is finally available and waiting for you at Amazon and other online retailers. Get one for you, your loved one, or as a gift, all part of your fabulous journey to understanding astrology. Enjoy. Hello, fabulous friends and fans. Welcome to this episode of Synchronicity. I am your host, Nadia Shaw, and this is your moment of synchronicity. I am here with Monica Escalante, president of AstroMéxico, and I'm so excited to learn about the astrological movement, the astrological scene in Mexico. Welcome, Monica.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here with you.
Well, thank you for being here because we have been in touch, and I've been so looking forward to learning more about what the community in Mexico is like, the astrological community. So tell me a little bit about that, just in terms of astrologers in Mexico. What is that community like?
I think astrology in Mexico, like in many parts of the world, there is a lot of people who name themselves astrologers, but they are not really astrologers. So I'm trying to be building, like since almost 12 years ago, like a chapter, AstroMéxico Chapter, so where we educate people, we make conferences, we invite people to know what is astrology about, and I think now it's getting a better reputation in Mexico about people and knowing really what is astrology. So the people and the group is growing.
And how about in general, if you just think about the culture in Mexico at large? Because what I found really interesting in Mexico is no matter what bookstore you go into, they have a very large metaphysical books area compared to other countries that I've been to, definitely. And so there is some sort of a connection to spirit or people wanting an understanding of spirituality, of astrology. What do you see as sort of the dominant mode among the wider population where it comes to astrology and views of astrologers?
I think the people in Mexico is divided into groups. Most of the people is very spiritual, but many of them are very Catholic, and Catholic is against astrology. So it's a problem from astrology, but it's another group that is everybody starts being Catholic, but some people are moving out from that religion, like me. Even if we believe in God and all these concepts, working with astrology, I think it gives us a better understanding of what is happening. And I guess, well, even from the Mayas and all the culture, we're always looking for some kind of deep insights.
And so tell me a little bit about your journey, your personal journey, because obviously I would love to hear about your start in astrology and becoming an astrologer. But more than that, what led you to become a leader among the astrological community in Mexico as well? So tell me about that journey.
Okay, I study in the university, become a chemical engineer, so I have a very structured and very realistic mind, nothing to do, I thought in the beginning, nothing to do with astrology. But then at my Saturn return, I went to see an astrologer looking for some answers. And then I got shocked about how much information can you get from the person, how much you can help the person with all this information. And then I started studying it with my first teacher, my astrologer. And then I realized that astrology is a lot of maths and astronomy, and it's something very scientific. It's not only psychics, so you can combine both. So looking all the power and all the information and all the help that you can give to the people with it, that's what I start, like, mixing my work. First, I went from chemical engineer to a teacher, and then when I was a teacher, I met this astrologer, and she told me I was going to change my job. I said, no, I already changed. She said, no, you are going to change again. And she was right, because I became an astrologer, like full-time astrologer now. And I start, like, teaching people. Like, I started with astrology 20 years ago, and I was with my first teacher like 5 years, and then I was taking classes with 2 teachers, and then she died, and my classmate told me, you know more than us, you had to teach us. I said, I cannot teach you, I don't know that much. She said, no, you know more. I said, okay, give me some time. So I started studying more, and then I got prepared, and then I started teaching, and then I was making like a bigger and bigger and bigger the group, and then we became part of the NCGR community, like a chapter, and well, since then it has been working very good. Many people are studying more, getting like better educated, working better. And well, I think I'm very proud. Like in this conference, there were 5 astrologers from Mexico City, from AstroMéxico Chapter, that they got the 4th level. So I think we're doing a good job. And everybody's very happy. It's a good community. Like all astrologers get along in the group very, very well, very nice. We like to be educated, but we also are like a friendly group, and you can come and share knowledge and everything.
So if somebody out there was a student of astrology, or just they found themselves in Mexico, right? And they just wanted to, whether it's learn about astrology or connect with the astrological community, how would they go about doing that?
Well, we have like a web page that is astromexico.com, and there we have our monthly program. So we have like almost every month one conference that is between like the highest people from the group, like with more knowledge, gave the conference. And we have like 3 times in a year like a bigger conference with foreign astrologers, so they can just come and shop. Like we have a very little fee. If you are not a group, you pay like $5 for the conference, like for the regular ones. So everybody is welcome. We have it announced and the place and the time in the webpage. So if anybody wants to come, they are welcome to come.
That's great. I might actually find myself at one of those meetings. I'm learning Spanish, so I might not understand very much.
In Spanish, yeah, sorry.
Well, that's okay. I'll feel the energy. I'm sure the energy will be very loving and supportive.
Yeah, and I think astrology is also kind of a universal language, because you will say Pluto or Pluton and you will find it, Marte, and you will see the charts and you will understand the meaning. So I think if you know a little bit of Spanish and astrology, you will do it fine.
That's so great. Finally, I do want to ask you just about you personally. What has been for you most rewarding as an astrologer? Because not only are you practicing astrology, you're part of the community, yes, and making the community stronger, but then you're also serving the people locally as well. Like you're consulting with people much more directly. Like for example, I know a lot of astrologers out there like myself, a lot of the work we do is online, it's digital. And so that is one way to deliver astrology. But actually, like sitting with people or teaching people in person is a way to really understand the community or the culture that you are a part of as well. So what can you tell us in terms of like a specific memorable moment or instant? What to you has been very special about working within Mexico, working within your country with Mexican people as an astrologer?
Yeah, I do both. Like I do teaching. Like every week I teach to different groups, and I do consultations and appointments. And I really like much the teaching part, because you can see here how the people is growing, not only in knowledge, only inside of themselves, because they learn how to understand themselves. Of course, they will understand others also, but before you have to understand yourself, you can only do that, like understanding your chart. And I think the best thing is to learn people how to love their own chart, because some people say, I don't like this in my chart. So maybe we can work it like this and it will work better for you, and it will be something that you will like later. So I think when you see like through the years that people is really, really becoming much more happy and much more conscious, thank you to the astrology, I think it's very rewarding that.
Learning how to love all of your chart. That is huge. Oh my God, I'm definitely going to go away with that, because I don't love everything in my chart, to tell you the truth.
No, I think everything is good. Sometimes they are not easy, but you have to find a way to make it work for you, and everything is kind of like a good quality or something, a capacity, ability you have. So you just have to know how to use it.
Right. You have to know how to work with that energy.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I feel much more hopeful now.
Yes. I also work with Vedic astrology. And in the beginning, I was a little confused with this, because some Vedic, they think that everything is kind of fated. And I don't think everything is fated. I see some things are fated, some things are not fated. But we always have like a chance to move from here to here. Like I know everybody can, well, most people can walk, but not everybody can like walk in the Olympic Games. But everybody has the ability to do it. So I think it's good to know your abilities and how much you can go further, and which are the best way to be happy. Because people also in work, they come to me and they say, I don't know if the right work or what should I be studying. I say, the chart, we can see it. Because you can see what's going to make the people to be happier. Not just to do a good job, just to be happy about what they are doing. Mm-hmm. So this is good.
Yes, that's when astrology is at its best. Absolutely. When you can guide people towards greater happiness, greater fulfillment within themselves and their own lives as well.
Yeah, fulfillment, I think, is the best word.
Thank you so much, Monica, for being here. I'm just so happy, and I'm glad to connect with someone from the astrological community in Mexico. I will be showing up at meetings. I might not understand very much, but
You will be there.
oh, great. Thank you. And thank you so much for being here to celebrate Monica Escalante and the whole wonderful astrological community out in Mexico with me. Until we connect again, take care.